Hey, Taurus. So glad that you're here. Let's see what's going on for you in June. It's crazy that we're already here. In June, I mean, my bad. Let's see. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising in June. What is the message for the highest good? What does Taurus most need to know in June 2017? In June 2017. Okay. That's a very Venusian card. Appropriate. Okay. Let's see. Taurus. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Taurus. Sun, Moon, and Rising. June 2017. Whoa. June 2017. Wow. Interesting. Taurus. June 2017. And you will see me turn these right side up, Taurus. Because I'm an intuitive reader, I do not read reversals as arbitrarily negative or muted. I listen to what Spirit has to say about the card. So I actually only turn them over so that you can see the figures yourself and use your own intuition. Wow, I am not surprised. I don't know if you saw him try to flip up earlier, but he did not flip out of the deck, so I didn't pull him. But before I get on with you guys, I meditate on your sign. I'm getting any, channeled information before I even look at cards. And he flipped right out of the deck and onto the table. And I was like, all right, if you pop up again, you are definitely trying to, wow, say something important. Okay, all right. Sorry for that ramble, Taurus. It's just like, for any of you who do any kind of divination, it's just one of those things that's so fascinating. Like, look, this card is really chasing you. This card really wants to be acknowledged. So I find him to be extra important in your reading because of that. Woo! Taurus. Wow, interesting. Okay. Taurus, June. And highest good of Taurus in June 2017. Best and highest for Taurus. Does Taurus need to know? This guy flipped out too. Very interesting. Okay, Taurus. Good. June. Taurus. What does Taurus most need to know for their honest and highest good in June 2017. Wow. What a cool way to end. Okay. Just make sure I got everybody lined up here for you. Alright, Taurus. Okay. So I'm feeling like beginnings and endings this month, and very interesting to end with the Wheel of Fortune here, which that's exactly what they represent, both of those, beginnings and endings, that everything is a cycle, that endings are beginnings, and so on, all those things that we like to say. Sorry, Spirit, somebody's person just did a mean Cher impression, like, if I could turn back time. Like, it was really funny. Okay. All right, Taurus, there's so many good things coming in for you this month, and yet I don't want to ignore that you have these two cards of conflict and disappointment. But wow, I mean, such incredible new beginnings as well. Okay. All right. So I feel like Spirit wants you to, sit back and notice the good things in your life. Have gratitude for that which you do have. And for that which you have cultivated. So it's kind of like, also don't forget to give yourself the pat on the back. Now, don't take that to a place of, okay, now I'm going to go ahead and rest on my laurels because I know I've done enough. It's not like that. It's just that they do want you to have that healthy amount of self-appreciation. And the more that you fill your own cups, Taurus, the more that you can fill cups for others. And I feel like there's a lot of that going on this month. You have cups and cups and cups and cups and cups. It's just like your emotions and the emotional realm is very key for you this month. And I feel like you, okay, these are general readings, Taurus. So some of these messages will resonate more than others. But for some of you, I feel like there's a new romance blossoming or a new partnership that's blossoming. And you both have something wonderful to give. I feel like it's a beautiful blessing. But to be very honest, this is why I say they're general readings. So please, if this does not resonate with you, then I don't want you to be concerned that this is something happening to you. But for some of you, this will resonate. I feel like for some of you, the fact that there is this new chemistry growing, it could mean that it could mean the end of a current relationship. So it's like some of you are in a relationship and, you know, by no fault of your own, you may run into someone or have someone approach you that it's like they're sort of undeniable. There are just feelings there, and some of you are, you know, it's going to be like, shit, if I really feel this, then I have to do the right thing and separate from this other person if I want this to happen. And to be honest, I feel like for those of you for whom that is the case, the future looks bright, but of course it's new. So use your judgment, use your intuition, but I do feel that for some of you that's the case. For some of you it's like there's an existing relationship and there's this opportunity to go elsewhere, wow, which is heavy. So for those of you for whom that does not resonate, whether it's like, nope, I'm single, or nope, I'm very happy with my partner and there's nothing and no one that could really lure me away from that. It's like, okay, so then there is this new partnership. Because these are general readings, Taurus, and I would love to read just you who is watching this video right now. But since this is for so many of you, you know, I get a lot of messages. So there is this professional or mentor-mentee type partnership that really has a lot of potential. And so for those of you, again, who it's not like, no, I'm not going to be separating from a partner, but it may be like, okay, you know what? This is looking really good. So I need to turn my back on this job that is like killing my spirit and breaking my heart. And I need to do this thing, and clinking glasses is what Spirit just showed me. Like, cheers, we're doing it, we're making this happen, and you feel thrilled about it. And Spirit, Spirit is saying, when you go within, when you do a lot of introspection in June, I feel like, as wonderful as this partnership is and things like that, to really know what you want and to move forward the best, give yourself some quiet time. The Hermit is about doing research and about doing your own research. It's like seek your own wise counsel, Taurus, which you're pretty good about. You know, you trust your instincts and you're quite grounded for the most part. But I do feel like your emotions are majorly at play here, which may be part of why they're saying, okay, really reflect, really, you know, journal, meditate, whatever it is that you do to kind of calm and reflect. For some of you, it would be very wise to like just go for a walk and sit out somewhere in nature and just let your thoughts kind of roam and see what kind of comes to you when you're not even necessarily, you know, it's like the way that you have your best ideas sometimes in the shower. Not when you're sitting down at the computer trying to have an idea, or at work trying to have an idea, but when it just sort of comes to you when you're on a run or on a walk or in the bath. There's some of that going on. So you need some time to process your emotions. They're good emotions for the very most part, other than I do see that there is some severing of relationships. And honestly, I feel like that's a liberating thing. I really do. I'm not trying to sugarcoat this. That's not, you know, I'm not trying to spin everything in your reading. But I feel like, I mean, the Ten of Cups follows that Three of Swords. This is the card of like ultimate happiness, and this is a card of contentment and like blessings and love and the sun and celebration. It's just like, everything is awesome, except there is this severing. And the reason I say I feel like it's a good thing is that I feel like you've been kind of fighting a losing battle anyway. You kind of already feel ousted or unappreciated, and severing it is just kind of the last step. Like maybe this was now in name only, is what Spirit, like the phrase they just used, in name only. So married in name only, or, you know, maybe it was just your title, but you didn't feel like the creative director or, you know, the principal, the administrator. I do feel like your authority is important to you. And people respecting your authority, whatever your role may be, is very important to you. Your dignity. And for many of you, this is a matter of dignity. And you do have this vision. You do have the ability. You're the leader. You're coming in this reading as the King of Wands. And you're an earth sign, but the King of Wands is fire. So it's like there is something really inspiring or creative or that is just yours, or you are very fired up to do. And step up to it. I have celebration. I have clarity here. Like that Two of Wands, that partnership may be the thing that catalyzes you to be like, hell yeah, like I am a creative director and I'm going to start doing it for myself, or I'm moving elsewhere, or I'm going to really step it up and I don't give a shit who's not listening to me. I'm going to start doing this thing. And that Wheel of Fortune, it's like things are changing. Things are shifting. The wheel is turning. Your luck is turning. It's propelling you into a new chapter. Solitude is a double-edged sword for you this month. It's a good thing even if you feel forced into it. Oof, that's heavy, Taurus. It's like if somebody doesn't want to talk to you about it right now, or if they don't want to talk about it at all. For those of you for whom that resonates, because again, general readings, so Taurus, if you do want to know more, if you want to go deeper, my shop is linked below if you'd like to book a one-on-one. But so general readings as the preface, but for those of you for whom that does resonate, it's like make the most of that time. Focus on what it means, what it really means, not why it happened. Like what you put your focus on, you get more of. So if you're focusing on this sucks, well, things will continue to suck. And instead, if you put your focus on, you know, how did I participate in letting this happen? Like, for example, were my boundaries too strong, too weak? You know, what was my role? And not so that you can beat yourself up, but so that you can address it and change it. Because I do feel the Hermit is followed by clarity and celebration. Like, this is just great, Taurus. This is great. I feel like whatever you lose, whatever you sever, it's kind of like you have to cut back branches on a plant, or else the root system won't be able to support it if you just let it grow wild. Certain things have to drop away for you to grow and for you to be healthy. And again, you're an earth sign. You're very connected to your body. Trust what you feel in your body. What makes you feel like you're growing and excited and moving and like... and feel safe, you know, emotionally safe, secure, content. It's what you want. It's what you need. You're very generous and you expect to receive generously in return. And when you don't, that's an affront. So take it upon yourself, though. Whatever the other person or organization's role, this is about you. That's why the Hermit's coming up for you. It's like, do not project what you feel onto others. Your view, you know, you can be bullheaded, Taurus, just because you see that somebody else should be doing something different. That's all well and good, but it's not going to do anything. So the more important thing is to focus on you and your role and your happiness, and stepping up and cultivating and creating June is a lot about creating for you, that King of Wands, and I feel like you can get paid for it, that Six of Pentacles over here. What you put work into, you will be repaid for. What you energetically invest in, you will receive energetic returns for. Wow. I'm just looking at that Ten of Cups and the Sun and the Three of Cups and that Wheel of Fortune. And I feel like by the end of the month, you have created a powerful change in your life. You have pushed the wheel forward. Like, this is what I'm doing. And for some of you, it's going to involve like studying or moving into a new position that you are doing research for. Like, okay, this is going to be my new role in life, and in order to do that, I'm going to need to know this, this, and that. I feel like it's a powerful change. And I feel like it's a movement away from giving your power to other people and letting their opinions of you or the way that they run their lives be more important to you. I feel like the more you let go of that and kind of do that, it sounds so cliche, but do the thing of, they're on their own journey. They got their own wounds. They got their own bullshit, basically, to sift through. I don't need to sift through it with them. Like, whether they be friend, enemy, family member, whoever it is, Taurus, like, it's really like, well, it's none of my business. So if they ask me, then it becomes my business. If they don't, all right, I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to focus on me. I'm pushing my own wheel forward. And man, when you create it yourself, Taurus, that is your specialty. You're the builder. You're the architect. Build your idea. There is something, you're creating this amazing change or catalyzing this amazing change by the end of June. And I really feel like stepping into your leadership. Okay, so now let's look at your fiercely focused friend. Let's get those action steps. I like some practicality in here. Let's get a theme for your month, first of all. What Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising most needs to know for their highest good, what they need to be aware of, do, cultivate. Wow, okay. For the month of June. Wow, gorgeous. The world, Taurus. Love, 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 love. And you're even in this card. Check it out, there you are, right in the corner. Yay, Taurus, the four fixed signs, holding the world together, grounding everything. Wow. We'll talk about a learning experience and a level up, Taurus. Like, I couldn't ask for a better card to say, like, you're leveling up. Did I not say? And it may take all of June. It's like you're really recognizing patterns in June. That's what I see when I see the world. It's like you're getting a bird's eye view and seeing, you know what, when I do that, all I get is pain. Or all I get is, futility. So it's like if I, get into an argument with this person, or if I try to debate this, or if I comment on a stupid political thread on the internet, like I just always end up feeling pissed and like I wasted a half hour of my life. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about me, Taurus, I promise. What kind of things, you're going to become more aware of patterns and triggers. Like, this makes me feel good. This makes me feel like shit. Whenever I pick up this magazine or put on this TV show, I end up feeling like shit. So, it's like, be open to that level up. I definitely feel like you're going to get answers to questions you've been having. And the world is a wonderful card, but it's a card, like most of all, of understanding and evolution. So the way that you had that Three of Swords and that Five of Swords of, severing and turning away, the lessons aren't always the most happy, but they will end up being the lessons that make you happy, okay? And that's what they're telling me is, like, think big picture. Like, this stuff may be a little painful in the moment and a little bit of, like, okay, even, like, a little bit of ego puncture, but that, like, they're swearing. It's like, it's for, you will be happier. You will be happier. This is temporary. The freedom, the liberation. Wow. They just had me pull this guy before I even introduced him. The freedom and liberation will be entirely worth it. Okay, so Taurus, if you haven't been here before, this is your fiercely focused spread is action steps when it comes to your money, your mental realm, your love life and relationships, and your creativity and spirituality. So when it comes to your professional life, your money, your career, the Knight of Pentacles is so you, Taurus. It's like slow and steady wins the race. I feel like you're doing great when it comes to that stuff. I feel like you're very reliable. People see you as taking care of business. I feel like you're surveying the land just like this guy is, and you've got a good eye. Spirit is saying for some of you, it's like invest a little bit more of your money in things that help you grow. So whether that means for you and however that resonates for you, like for some of you it means like take a class in something that you've always wanted to learn, like, oh, I want to sew because that would save me some money, or oh, I've always wanted to take a cooking class, or I want to start a container garden. It's like do a little bit of invest in yourself and growing, and again, slow and steady. And I feel like things on the job are just like great. I feel like you're doing very well. I feel like you show off your skills, your very demonstrable skills, your experience is getting shown off. And when you come across as humble and willing to learn, you win. Okay. So now, let's look at what's going on. What are you thinking? What are you speaking about? What's going on in the mental realm for you in June? What do you most need to know or do in June for your highest good, Taurus? June, Taurus, June, Taurus, June. Wow. Okay. Huh. I like it. That's a very good pairing to go with that severing and stuff that we were talking about, and that being a positive thing, and that it ends up making you feel more happy and not less, even if the moments themselves are a little unpleasant. The Ace of Swords is have the conversation, have the discussion, open up, say the thing, speak the truth. They're drawing my eyes to the herbs, you know, the holly, and it was meant, the symbolism is to drive out evil and to dispel dishonesty. So it's like cut through the clouds of doubt, cut through the clouds of obfuscation, and have the dialogue. Say it if you need to say it. And even if it's going to cause severing, or even if it is going to cause someone to look at you a different way, or even make you feel a little bit ousted, if it is the truth, Taurus, speak it. Okay. Now, let's look. I don't know if you can hear my cats meowing in the background. It's funny. They're mother and daughter and they're rolling around. That's what I should really be filming, right? Okay. So now let's look, Taurus, at what you're feeling. What's going on in your emotional life in June? What does Taurus most needs to be aware of or do in June when it comes to their emotions for their highest good? Always and always. Woo! For their highest good. Can't use half the decks. You did get a lot of cups before. Wow. Okay. Love it. I love it. Okay, and I love it filing right underneath the Ace of Swords. The Ten of Cups, again, like, God, wow. Taurus, this has so much potential. When I said that this can make you happy, this can make you really happy. You can really, it's like they keep using the word authentic. You can have that authentic happiness, that authentic connection, that authentic emotional resonance, like these people love and support me. This group, whether it's a family or a new, like a business that you're moving to, a job change, I'm feeling like you just feel overwhelmingly loved and supported when you haven't necessarily recently always felt that way. And it's because of the truth that you're speaking and the patterns that you're making conscious instead of allowing them to continue unconsciously. Like, you're doing a great job, Taurus. June is bringing good change to you. Okay, and on that note, let's see what is catalyzing you. What is lighting you up? What is activating you and inspiring you? Woo, all right. Wow. I love it, Taurus. Another ace. And they were talking about like, hey, some of you are, you know, it's a professional partnership or collaboration that is really inspiring, because the Ace of Wands is an inspiring new idea. It's just the spark, Taurus. It's just the beginning. But if you give it air, if you give it attention, if you rub those two sticks together, those two wands together, you've got something. Trust your inspiration, slow and steady. Reveal the truth, slow and steady. You're learning. You have so much power right now. And the more you cut off that shit that is draining your emotional and mental bandwidth that you really don't need anymore, the more brilliant you're going to be. More brilliant, your spark is going to burn into a beautiful, like the best kind of creative wildfire. I love it. I love it. Super encouraging to me, Taurus. Love it. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, Taurus. I hope that this is helpful for you, and whether it's in the comments or on social media, I would love to hear from you what you thought. I really appreciate like any likes and subscribes, and it just really means a lot to me that you've been here. It's almost been a year that I've been doing this, and I'm really excited. Thank you so much again, Taurus. All right, I am rambling. Sorry, we're both Venusian. Okay, Taurus, you know, I just get a little swept away and emotional. I hope you have a fantastic month and that this reading serves you very well. And I hope I see you again in July. Bye, Taurus.